Before starting the video, I would like to tell you something about IBPSguide.com. In their website, they provide a daily free question which help you to boost your preparation either for banking or SSC examination. Also, you can check out their test series which has high standard question with a detailed solution, and at the end of each test, we provide with smart analysis that how well you performed, which are the area you must work on, and also test series are available in both language, that is Hindi as well as English. It is accessible on both desktop as well as mobile app, whichever suits on you. For more information, you can visit estore.ipsguide.com. Now let's move toward our video.
Hello friends, in this video I will be discussing 5 important data sufficiency questions which are very important from the point of view of IBPS Clerk mains examination. So friends, if you have not tried these questions, you can try these questions in a website. The link is given in the description as well as in the first comment of the video. So without wasting much time, let's go ahead. So here friends, directions are given. Each of the question below consists of a question and 2 statements. So the questions given here will be consisting of 2 statements, number 1 and 2 given below it. So the statements are statement number 1 and statement number 2. So you have to decide whether the data provided in the statements are sufficient to answer the question. So you have to decide whether the data provided in those 2 statements is sufficient to answer the question or not. Alright, so let us see the options here. The first option, if the data in statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, while the data in statement 2 is not sufficient to answer the question. So see here friends, if the data given in the first statement itself is enough to solve the question, and if you cannot able to answer the same question in the data provided in statement 2, then you have to mark your answer as option A. The next one is, if the data in statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question, while the data in statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. So see here friends, if the data given in statement 2 is sufficient to answer the question, and if you cannot able to answer the question by looking at data in statement 1, then you have to mark your answer as option B. The next one is, if the data either in statement 1 alone or in statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. If the data given in statement 1 itself is alone or 2 itself is alone, that means you can able to answer the question by looking at statement 1 as well as in statement 2, then you have to mark option C as the answer. The next one is, if the data in both the statements 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question. So see here friends, so there will be 2 statements. So by looking at those statements, by going through those statements, if you cannot able to answer the questions, then you have to mark option D as the answer. Lastly here, if the data in both the statements 1 and 2 together are necessary to answer the question. So if the data given in statement 1 as well as in statement 2 both are required to answer the questions, then you have to mark option E as the answer here. I hope you got it. So then you have to mark option E as the answer here. So let's try to do it friends. So here is the first question friends. So when we are solving this kind of questions, you need to remember one thing in your mind. Firstly, we shall check out the statement 1. We can able to answer. If we can able to answer, we have to note. Then we have to check out the statement 2. So if we can able to answer with the help of 1, we can able to tick option A as the answer. If it is not possible to answer with the help of statement 1, then if we are able to solve the question with the help of statement 2, then we have to answer option B as the answer. If we can able to answer with the help of statement 1 as well as statement 2, then we have to answer option C as the answer. So if we cannot able to answer by statement 1 or 2, what we are going to do is we are going to merge these 2 statements. So after that we try to answer. If we cannot able to answer even after, then we are going to put option D as the answer. And eventually this is the last thing. If we can able to answer with the help of both the statements, then we are going to tick option E as the answer here. Alright, so we shall go to the statement 1 first. Okay, see here, only 2 persons sits between L and R. So see here friends, there is a gap of 2 persons between L and R, but we don't know where L or R is, so that is why I am just going to keep this on hold. The next one is, only 1 person sits between R and B. So see here friends, there is a gap of 1 person between R and B. B, who doesn't sit with L. What does this mean? B cannot be an immediate neighbor to L. So therefore, let me write it here. B cannot be an immediate neighbor to L. Okay. So there is a gap of only one person between R and B. So between R and B, there is a gap of only one person. I hope you got it. The next one is D sits third to the right of K. So D is going to sit third to the right of K. K is third right. 1, 2, 3. So D has to be placed at this particular place. The next one is K. Sorry, neither of them. Neither of them means what? So neither D nor K. So neither of them, that is D or K, cannot sit. Neither of them sit adjacent to R or B. So it means, so D or K cannot be an immediate neighbor to R or B. So D or K cannot be an immediate neighbor to R or B. Okay. So I hope you got it. So these two persons cannot be an immediate neighbor to these two persons. Okay. The next one is at least two persons sits between B and G. So between B and G, there is a gap of at least two persons. So it means minimum of two persons should be there between B and G. It can be more than that as well. Okay, the next one is G, who neither sits adjacent to D or L. So who means what? Who is nothing but G here. G neither sits adjacent to D or L. So G cannot be an immediate neighbor to D or L. So G cannot be an immediate neighbor to D or L. Okay. L, who sits at left end of the row. So L will be sitting at the left end of the row. So see here friends. So because all the persons are facing towards north direction here, I can certainly say that so L has to be at this particular place. L has to be at this particular place. I hope you got it. L has to be at this particular place. Now we shall see. Between L and R there is a gap of two persons. L is here, 1, 2. So R has to be here. So L is here. So R has to be at this particular place. Now between R and B there is a gap of one person. So R is here, one person, B can be here. R is here, one person, B can be here. So there are two possibilities, but then B cannot be an immediate neighbor to L. So therefore, one place B cannot be placed here, one place. So B has to be at this particular place. I hope you got it. This is done. This is also done. So now see, can we able to place any other information? Can we able to place? So between B and G there is a gap of at least two persons. So B is here, 1, 2. So G can be here, G can be here. But then G is not an immediate neighbor to D or L. So therefore, so G cannot be at this particular place. G cannot be placed here. So there is only one possibility. If you go to the left of B, so G can be here, 1, 2. G can be here, 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 or here. So there are so many possibilities that we can able to place G. Okay, the next one is only three persons sits between D and H. So between D and H, there is a gap of only three persons. So D and H, there is a gap of only three persons. So D or H is not placed anywhere here. So that is why we have to keep this on hold. H, who doesn't sit adjacent to B. So H cannot be an immediate neighbor to B. So H cannot be here, H cannot be here. So if H or HR, H cannot be in any of these two places. H can be here, here, or any of these places. Alright, now let us substitute this information friends. K is third to the right of D. So we already know that D or K are not immediate neighbor to R or B. R and B here. So therefore D or K cannot be here, D or K cannot be here, D or K cannot be here. Because D or K are not immediate neighbors of R or B. So D or K cannot be here, D or K cannot be here, D or K cannot be at this particular place. If I put K here, so see here, if I put K here, K is third right, 1, 2, 3. So D can be here, but then D cannot be at this place, right? So therefore K cannot be placed here. K or D cannot be here, K or D cannot be here, K or D cannot be here. Then K or D can be here. I mean, if I place K here, K is third right, 1, 2, 3. So D can be here. If I put K here, 1, 2, 3, D can be at this particular place. So there are two possibilities friends. So that is why what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one more possibility here. So if K or D here, if K can be here, 1, 2, 3, D can be here, so B can be here, R can be here, L can be at this particular place. I hope you got it. So let me rub this. This is not required because we have already placed KRD. Okay. Now next, see here friends. So G is not an immediate neighbor to D or L. So G is not an immediate. See, firstly we shall substitute this. There is a gap of 3 persons between D and H, right? So D is here 1, 2, 3. H can be here. So D is here 1, 2, 3. H can be at this particular place. But then it is said what? B cannot be an immediate neighbor to H. So therefore B is an immediate neighbor to H in the second possibility. So therefore this gets eliminated here. So therefore this gets eliminated. Alright. Now K is here. Okay. So this is done. Now between B and G there is a gap of 2 persons. So between B and G there is a gap of 2 persons. So B is here 1, 2. G can be here. So 1, 2. I mean there should be at least 2 persons, right? So therefore it can be more than that as well. So it can be more than that as well. So between B and G there should be a gap of at least 2 persons, but it can be more than that as well. So B is here 1, 2. So G can be here, but then G is not an immediate neighbor to D or L. So G cannot be an immediate neighbor to L, so therefore G cannot be here. G cannot be an immediate neighbor to D as well, so therefore G cannot be here. So B is here 1, 2, 3. So there should be at least 2 persons. It can be more than 2 persons as well. So therefore B is here 1, 2, 3. So G can be here as well. So if we go through the statement 1, so G can be at this place, G can be at this place. I hope you got it. So see here friends, so firstly we did not read the question itself. In row 1, 12 persons facing north, how many persons sits between L and G? So we need to find out what? How many persons will be sitting between L and G? So see here friends, it can be 1 person as well as it can be from here to here. So therefore it is going to make 2 possibilities. We cannot come to a conclusion. So because with the help of statement 1 we cannot come to a conclusion, so therefore the statement 1 gets we cannot able to answer statement with the help of statement 1. So therefore statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Let's take out the statement 2 here. Okay, let's take out the statement 2 here. R sits fourth from the left hand. So this is the left hand. This would be the left hand, fourth from the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So R has to be placed here. R has to be placed here. Okay, the next one is only 2 persons sits between G and D. So between G and D there is a gap of only 2 persons. So but then where we don't know where G or D is, so that is why we have to keep it on hold. The next one is only 1 person sits between L and R. So between L and R there is a gap of only 1 person. R is here, 1 person, L can be here. R is here, 1 person, L can be here. Let me write it here. Between R and L there is a gap of only 1 person, but then we are not sure, so that is why I am just going to keep it on hold. The next one is only 2 persons sits between H and G. So between H and G there is a gap of only 2 persons. So there is a gap of only 2 persons between H and G. Okay, G who sits immediate left of K. So K's immediate left must be G. So G who sits immediate left of K, who is nothing but G here. So immediate left of K, G has to be placed. Okay. The next one is D sits at the end of the row. So D sits at end of the row. So therefore D can be at this place or D can be at this place. There are 2 possibilities. That is why I am going to write it over here. There is one more possibility. So therefore D can be at this end or D can be at this end. Between D and G there is a gap of 2 persons, right? So D is here 1, 2, G cannot be placed here because already R is there. So therefore this gets eliminated. D is here 1, 2. So D is here 1, 2, G has to be here. This is done. Now between H and G there is a gap of 2 persons. So G is here 1, 2, H cannot be placed here. We have to go to the left of G. So G is here 1, 2. So H has to be placed here. 1, 2, H has to be placed here. So this is also done. Now between immediate left of R, between R and L there is a gap of 1 person. So R is here 1 person, L cannot be placed here. We have to go this side 1 place. So L has to be placed here. I hope you got it. Now K's immediate left must be G. So K's immediate left must be G. So K is here. If I put K here, K's immediate left is G. So this is also done. So can we able to find out the difference between L and G? How many persons are sitting between L and G? So here friends, firstly we need to understand the question. First thing, whenever we are solving the questions on data sufficiency, we have to see the question, which I didn't do in the beginning. So you just make sure that you are going to understand the question, then you are going to look at the statements. So we need to do what? We need to check out the difference. I mean, how many persons are going to sit between L and G. So L is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 persons between L and G. So with the help of statement 2, you can able to answer. So therefore, but statement 1 is not sufficient to answer the question. So therefore, here option B, that is, if the data in statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question, well, the data in statement 1 is not sufficient to answer the question, should be our answer. I hope you got it. Let's check out the second question. How many female members are there in the family of 10 members? So there are 10 members in a family. We need to check out how many people are female. How many female exist in that family? Okay, we shall go one by one. Firstly, we shall check out the statement 1. Okay, see here friends. So here is the second question friends. So the question here is, how many female members are there in a family of 10 members? So there are 10 members in the family. So we need to check out how many members are there in the family of 10 members. Right? We shall go one by one friends. We shall check out the statement 1 first. Okay, there are 10 members in a family. We need to check out how many members are female out of that. So the first statement is we need to draw a family tree here because the relations are given. Q is the only son of H. So Q is the only son of H. H's only son must be Q. What does this mean? So Q will be a male person. So for male person, I'm going to indicate with plus sign. So Q is the only son of H. But then, so H may be having daughters as well. But so far, so we are going to understand that Q is the only son. There is no other son. If there are any siblings to Q, those persons would be the sisters. That you need to understand. So H, who is the son-in-law of G? H is the son-in-law of G. What does this mean? H, who is the son-in-law of G, is nothing but H is married to G's daughter. Then only H will be the son-in-law to G. So therefore, H is married to G's daughter. So H is married to G's daughter. So therefore, this is female person. So H should be a male person. Okay, the next one is K is only daughter of D. So it is very clearly said that K is the only daughter of D. But then we don't know who K or D is. So that is why I'm just going to keep it on hold. So K is the only daughter of D. D's only daughter is K. So it means D may be having sons, but then so far D is having only one daughter. The next one is L is the brother-in-law of P. So L would be the brother-in-law to P. So therefore, L can be married to, L is the brother-in-law, right? So therefore, L has to be a male person. So L is married to P's sister. So P's sister, L is married to. I hope you are able to follow. See, L is the brother-in-law of P, right? So L would be the brother-in-law to P. So that means, so L is married to P's sister. So P's sister, L is married to. That is one more information. The next one is G is brother-in-law of F. So G is brother-in-law of F. So see here friends, G here, G is the brother-in-law to F. So brother-in-law means what? G would be a male person. G is the brother-in-law to F. Brother-in-law to F means, so G is married to F's sister. So F's sister G is married to F's sister. F's sister has to be here. Okay. F, who is the sister of D? Again, F is also a sister, so therefore F has to be a female. So F, who is the sister of D? F would be a sister to D. So D has to be at this particular place. I hope you got it. Now see here friends. So D is having only one daughter, that is K. So D and G are wife and husband. So therefore D's daughter would be K. So therefore K has to be placed here. I hope you got it. Because these two persons are having only one daughter, I can certainly say that that daughter is married to H. So they may be having sons, but only one daughter. That you need to understand. Okay. The next one is M is the brother of K. So M would be the brother of K. So K's brother has to be M. So K's brother has to be M. So M has to be the brother of K. Okay. The next one is L is married to B. Again one more statement. L is married to B. So B has to be here. L is married to B. So L is the brother-in-law of P. So therefore L is married to B. So LBP. We cannot be able to find out LBP is not anywhere here. So that is why we have to keep it on hold. The next one is K is the mother of P. So see here friends, it is very clearly said that K is the mother of P. So K and H are wife and husband. So therefore their daughter, K is the mother of P, right? So therefore P has to be a daughter or son of K and H. But then P cannot be a son. Why? Because Q is the only son of H. So Q is the only son of H means H and K will be having only one son. So if they are having anything, so they will be the daughters. So therefore, so now I can certainly say that P would be the daughter of K. So as well as B would be the daughter to H and K. So because I'm looking at these relationships, I'm just putting over here. Okay. Now L and B are married to each other. So L and B are married to each other. So because L is the brother-in-law, L has to be here, right? So because the L is the brother-in-law of B, right? L is the brother-in-law of B. That's correct. L is the brother-in-law of B in this case. That's correct. So P is the sister of B. So that is also correct. So this is done. Alright. The next one is and is mother-in-law of L. So K is the mother-in-law of L. So again it is very clearly said that K is the mother-in-law of L. So K would be the mother-in-law to L because L is married to K's daughter. Okay. Only three married couples there in the family. So there are only three married couples. This is one, this is second, and this is third. So let me change the ink and let me tell you here. So this is the first couple. So this is the second couple and this would be the third couple. Alright. The next one is F and P are unmarried. So F and P are unmarried. So F is not married. So that is correct. So P is not married. That is also correct. Of the family. That is done. So now let's check out. We need to check out what how many. There are 10 members, right? So we need to check out how many female members. So 1 female member, 2 female members, then 3 female members, 4, 5. 5 female members, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 male members. There are 10 members out of 10 members. So there are 5 male, there are 5 female. Therefore, statement 1 is sufficient to answer the question. Let's check out the statement 2 here. L is the son of Q. So L is the son of Q. Q's son is L. So Q's son is L. So plus. Okay. And is son-in-law of M. So L would be the son-in-law of M. It is not said who here. So therefore, if who is mentioned here, it would have related to Q. But then is son-in-law of M. Is son-in-law of M means what? L would be the son-in-law to M. So therefore, L is married to. So see here, L is the son of Q. L is the son of Q. L is the son-in-law of M. So therefore, L is married to M's daughter. So therefore, M's daughter L is married to. Okay, the next one is K is the only son of D. So but then we don't know where K or D is. So let me write it here. K is the only son of D. So K is the only son. K is the only son of D. D's only son is K. But then there may be daughters as well for D. Okay. D who is married to G. So D is married to G, right? So D is married to G. So D is married to G, but then we don't know what is the relationship here and here. So that is why we have to keep it on hold. The next one is R is the only son of H. So R is the only son of H. H's only son is R. R is the only son of H, but then we don't know. We don't know any connection with regard to here. That is why we have to keep it on hold. The next one is G is the sister of F. So it is very clearly said that G is the sister of F. So F's sister must be G. So therefore, this person has to be sister. This person has to be the male person. Okay. The next one is P and R are siblings. So P and R are siblings. So therefore P and R are siblings, but then we don't know the gender of P. That is why we are going to keep this on hold. The next one is L is the brother-in-law of R. So L is the brother-in-law of R. So L would be the brother-in-law of R. So therefore L is male person. We already know that L is married to the sister of R. So therefore R is here one person. So here friends, it is very clearly said that H is having only one daughter, so only one son. I hope you got it. H is having only one son. R is the only son of H, right? So therefore R is the only son of H. Then R sister would be P. So P is married to L. So L is the brother-in-law of R. So L is the brother-in-law of R. That means P and R are siblings. So that is why I can certainly say that if P and R are siblings, so L is married to P. So if H is the parent of P or if H is the parent of P and R, I can certainly say that H is married to M. H is married to M. I hope you got it. This is done. This is not required anymore. The next one is F and R are unmarried members of the family. So F and R are unmarried. So this person is unmarried and F is also unmarried. Okay. H is the brother-in-law of K. So see here friends, H is the brother-in-law of K. So let me write it here. H is the brother-in-law of K. So if H is the brother-in-law, H has to be a male member. So if H is the brother-in-law of K, I can certainly say that, so this person is female, then I can certainly say that K is the brother of M. I hope you got it. So H is the brother-in-law of K, right? H is the brother-in-law of K. So if H is the brother-in-law of K, I can certainly say that K is the brother, or it is a male person, right? So K is the male member, that is K is the brother of M. I hope you got it. K is the brother of M. Now K's parents, its information is given that about K's parents, that is D and G are parents. So D is the male member, so G would be the female member, but then they are husband and wife, and F would be the unmarried person, that is unmarried person, and this particular person. So this particular person is this particular person is the brother or sister of G, but the gender is not known to us. So this is all. So see here friends, can we able to conclude the how many female members are there in the family by looking at statement 2? So see here friends, so one family female member, second female member, third female member. So but then we don't know the gender here or here. So therefore the gender of F and Q is not known. So the gender of F and Q is not known. They can be male or female persons. So therefore with the help of statement 2, we cannot able to answer this question. So here in this case, statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, while the data in statement 2 is not sufficient to answer the question. I hope you got it. So we shall check out the next question here friends. We shall check out the next question here. So here is the third question of the day. So the question here is 7 persons, namely P, Q, R, S, T, U and V are sitting in a row facing north. So see here friends, it is very clearly mentioned that there are 7 persons. Those 7 persons are sitting in a row. So those 7 persons are facing towards north direction. We already know that if somebody is facing north, he will be facing this direction. This person's left would be this person's right would be this. I hope you got it. The next one is each person likes different fruits, that is banana, mango, papaya, guava, orange, grapes and lychee. So these 7 persons like 7 different kinds of fruits. So this is one more information. So all of the given information are not necessarily in the same order. So the information which is given here is not in the same order as given. So there are 7 persons. The 7 persons like 7 different fruits. We need to find out who is going to sit where in this arrangement, and we even need to find out who likes which of the fruits. Okay. So the next one is one who likes banana sits third from the right hand. So right hand, because all the persons will be facing north, so this is the right hand. Third from the right hand means 1, 2, 3. So banana has to be placed here. So banana has to be placed here. Okay. The next one is T who doesn't sit neighbor of the one who likes banana. So T cannot be an immediate neighbor to the one who likes banana. So T cannot be here, T cannot be here. So therefore T is not an immediate neighbor to the one who likes banana. Okay. Sits second to the left of the one who likes papaya. So that means T will be sitting second to the left of the one who likes papaya. So papaya second left. Papaya second left. 1, 2. So T has to be placed here. Papaya second left must be T. I hope you got it. This is second to the left of the one who likes papaya. Okay, the next one is only 3 persons sits between R and the one who likes banana. Between R and the one who likes banana, there is a gap of 3 persons. So banana is here. We cannot go this side because there are only 2 persons. We have to go to the left of banana. 1, 2, 3. So R has to be placed at this particular place. The next one is T likes lychee. It's one more information that T likes lychee. So T likes lychee. Okay, let me write it here. T likes lychee. So see here friends, I cannot able to place T here or here. So I cannot place here T here as well because T has to be to the second to the left of papaya. If papaya is here, papaya second left. 1, 2. T cannot be here because T is not an immediate neighbor to banana and as well as T likes lychee. So therefore T cannot be placed here. If I put banana here 1, 2, so T cannot be placed here. I hope you are able to follow. T cannot be placed here because already T cannot be an immediate neighbor to banana. So therefore papaya cannot be placed here. So only one possibility that so papaya has to be here. So papaya second left. So papaya second left. 1, 2. So T has to be here. T the one who likes lychee. So T likes lychee. Okay, T likes lychee here. Okay. The next one is only 2 persons sits between S and the one who likes papaya. Between S and the one who likes papaya, there is a gap of only 2 persons. So papaya is here 1, 2. S cannot be here because already R is there. So papaya is here 1, 2. So S has to be at this particular place. Now what we have to find out, how many persons sits to the right of the one who likes grape. So grapes right, how many persons will be sitting, we need to find out that. Okay, the statements, two statements are given, 1 and 2. Let's check out one by one. So let me change the ink so that we can understand better here. Okay, Q who is neither adjacent to the one who likes lychee nor to the one who likes papaya. So Q cannot be an immediate neighbor to lychee or papaya. So lychee is here, Q cannot be at this place, Q cannot be at this place. So Q cannot be an immediate neighbor to papaya as well. Q cannot be here or here. So if Q cannot be in any of these 4 places, then there is only one possibility that Q has to be at this particular place. Okay, Q sits third to the right of the one who likes mango. Mango's third right must be Q. So therefore, if I place mango here, mango's third right, because this person is facing north, this person's third right. 1, 2, 3. Q is placed. I hope you got it. The next one is only 3 persons sits between the one who likes orange and P. So P who sits adjacent to T. So P will be sitting adjacent to T. So T is here. P will be sitting adjacent to T. Okay. So only 3 persons sit between orange and P. So P is here. 1, 2, 3. So orange has to be placed at this particular place. So now what is the question? How many persons sits to the right of the one who likes grapes? So grapes right, how many persons should be sitting? We need to find out that. But then we don't know where grapes is. Grapes can be at this place or grapes can be at this place. There are 2 possibilities. So that is why we cannot able to put this information. I hope you got it. So grapes can be at this place or grapes can be at this place. So because of that reason, we cannot able to answer the question with the help of statement 1. So therefore statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Let me rub everything which is in red ink. So that this is the basic question, right, which we have written in blue, right? Now let's check out the statement 2. Only 2 persons sits between S and V. So only 2 persons are going to sit between S and V. S is here. Between S and V there is a gap of 2 persons, right? S is here. 1, 2. So V can be at this particular place. Okay. V who sits with the one who likes mango. So V will be sitting with the one who likes mango. So V is here. Mango cannot be placed here. Then only one possibility that mango has to be at this place. Okay, the next one is only one person sits between the one who likes mango and the one who likes guava. So see here friends, only one person sits between the one who likes mango and the one who likes guava. Mango is here one place, so one place. Guava cannot be here because already banana is here. Mango is here one place, so guava has to be at this particular place. Now we need to, what is the question? How many persons are sits to the right of the one who likes grapes? Grapes, we don't know where grapes is. Grapes can be here or here, but then we don't know where grapes is, so that is why we cannot able to put this, answer with the help of statement 2 as well. Okay, now we what we have to do when we cannot able to answer with the help of statement 1 and 2, what we are going to do here is we are going to combine statement 1 and 2 both, then we try to answer. So statement 2 we have already put this here. Now we have to go with the help of statement 1. So statement 1 is not put, we have not put the statement 1 over here. We have already deleted everything which is related to statement 1 here. So let us combine all these two statements. So because already I have put statement 2 here, now we have to combine statement 1. Q is neither adjacent to the one who likes lychee or papaya. Q cannot be an immediate neighbor to lychee or papaya. So Q cannot be here. Q cannot be here. So Q cannot be here or here. So therefore, if Q cannot be here, 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 or here, or here, only one possibility that Q has to be at this particular place. So Q sits third to the right of the one who likes mango. Q has to be third to the right of the one who likes mango. Mango's third right. Mango is here. Mango's third right. 1, 2, 3. Q is placed. Okay. Only 3 persons sits between the one who likes orange and P. So between orange and P, there is a gap of only 3 persons. Okay. P who sits adjacent to T. So P is adjacent to T. So T is here. P has to be adjacent to T. So P cannot be placed here because already R is here. Only one possibility, P has to be here. Now what is the information? There are only 3 persons sits between orange and P. So P is here 1, 2, 3. So orange has to be placed at this particular place. Now only one fruit is left out, that is grapes. So grapes has to be placed at this particular place. Now when you combine both the statements, you can able to answer the question. That is, how many persons are sit to the right of the one who likes grapes? So grapes right would be only one person. So therefore, with the help of statement 1 and 2, we can able to answer. So therefore, statement 1 and 2 both are required to answer the given question. There is nothing but if the data in statement 1 and 2 together are necessary to answer the question. That is nothing but option E. Let's check out the next question here. 7 boxes, that is P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, are kept one above other. So there are 7 boxes. Those 7 boxes are kept one above other. Okay. How many boxes are kept below box V? We need to find out how many boxes are kept below box V. Okay. Let me write it here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So let me put 2. There will be 2 statements, right? So 2 possibilities I'm going to make with. Okay, so let me draw the line so that we can understand better here. Alright, let me change the ink as well because if the same ink is used, you may feel a little confused. Okay, box R is kept from the kept third from the top. Third from the top means this is the first from the top, second from the top, the third from the top. So box R is kept from the third from the top. So therefore, box R has to be here. The next one is box S and U are kept together. So therefore, box S and U are immediate neighbor to each other. That means if box S is here, U has to be here. If box S is here, U has to be either here or here. That's like that. Okay. The next one is box T, which is neither kept adjacent to U nor X. So see here, friends, box T cannot be kept immediate adjacent to U or R. So box T is neither kept adjacent to U or X. So box T cannot be an immediate next to box U or R. So therefore, box T cannot be here or here. But then there are so many other possibilities. So that is why I'm just going to keep this on hold. The next one is only 3 boxes are kept between S and R. Between S and R, there is a gap of only 3 boxes. R is here. We cannot go above. We have to go down. 1, 2, 3. So S has to be at this particular place. Okay. The next one is box P, which is not kept adjacent to box Q. So box P is not immediate next to box Q. So box P and Q are not adjacent to each other. Okay. The next one is box P is kept at any place below box V. So see here friends. So we already know that S and U are immediate neighbors. So S is here, U has to be here. So now box P is kept at any place above box V. Box V is above box V, so we have to keep box P. But then is it possible? So see here friends, T cannot be immediate neighbor to U or R. So T cannot be here, T cannot be here, T cannot be here. Why? Because we already know that. So T cannot be an immediate neighbor to U or R. T cannot be here because T cannot be an immediate neighbor to U. T cannot be an immediate neighbor to R as well. So therefore T cannot be here, T cannot be here. If T cannot be here, here or here, only one possibility, T has to be at this particular place. I hope you got it. This is done. Now this is also done. So P and Q are not immediate neighbors. So P and Q are not immediate neighbors, and P is V is above P, right? So therefore V is above P. So P can be here. So P can be here as well. So but then V can be here, V can be here. It is going to make so many possibilities. We cannot answer this question. So how many boxes are kept below V? So V can be here or V can be here. If P is here, V can be here, V can be here. So if P is here, V can be here. So there are three possibilities. So that is why we cannot come to a conclusion. So how many boxes are there below box P? Below box V. So therefore statement 1 is not sufficient to answer the question. Let's check out the statement 2 now. Only three boxes are kept between U and P. So let me rub these. Let me rub all these things so that it should not look messy, right? So see here friends, only three boxes are kept between U and P. Between U and P, there is a gap of only three boxes. P, which is kept second from the top. So it is said that P is kept second from the top. So 1, 2. So P has to be here. Between U and P, there is a gap of three boxes. P is here. 1, 2, 3. So U has to be at this particular place. The next one is box Q, which is neither kept adjacent to box P nor box U. So see here friends, box Q cannot be an immediate neighbor to P or U. So Q cannot be here, 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 Q cannot be here. If Q cannot be in any of these three places and these three places, only one possibility that Q has to be at this particular place. Okay, is kept just below box R. So see here friends, box Q is kept just below box R. Box R just below box Q. So box R just below box Q. I hope you got it. The next one is only three boxes are kept between S and R. So between S and R, there is a gap of only three boxes. R is here, 1, 2. We cannot go above because there are only two boxes. R is here, 1, 2, 3. S has to be at this particular place. So see here friends. So V can be here, V can be here, but then we don't know where to place V here. So that is why it is not possible to substitute. It is not possible to come to a conclusion whether to how many boxes are kept below box V. So therefore statement 2 is also not sufficient to answer the question. Now let us combine both the statements. So see here friends, one simple trick you need to remember here. So see here, when we are going to combine, so this is the statement 1, this is the statement 2. So instead of putting these two statements one by one, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cross check. So S is same here, U is same here, so Q is here, R is same here. So therefore I can certainly say that T has to be at this particular place. I hope you got it. T has to be at this particular place when we are going to combine that. So when we are going to combine that, so these three things are common. So that is why, so this thing would be at the top. So therefore T would be at this particular place. Now only one box is left out, that is V. V has to be placed at this particular place. So now we can able to answer that when we are going to combine both the statements, we can able to answer how many boxes are below box V. So there are two boxes below box V. So therefore we need statement 1 as well as statement 2 to answer the question. That's nothing but option E. If the data in statement 1 and 2 are together are necessary to answer the question. I hope you got it. So here's the last question of the day. So 7 persons, namely P, Q, R, S, T, U and V have different height. So how many persons are taller to yes? So we need to find out what? How many persons are taller to yes? So there are 7 persons who are of different heights. So we need to find out how many persons are taller than S. Okay, we shall go by statement 1 first. So S is taller to T. So T and Q. So S is taller to T and Q. So S would be taller to T and Q. Okay, but not as much as P and R. So see here, friends. So S is taller than both T and Q, but S cannot be as tall as both P and R. So therefore P and R are taller than S. Okay, so T is taller than V. So T is taller than V. So T would be taller than V means, so obviously V has to be below T. Okay, V and U. So see here, friends. So T is taller than V and U. So T is taller than V and U. So see here, S is taller than T actually. So therefore V and U are shorter to T. So therefore these 4 persons are shorter to S. So by here itself we can able to answer the question. So there are 7 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So therefore there are 2 persons, that is P and R, are taller to S. We need to check further, but then let's check out. So VU, okay, T is taller to V and U, okay, but not as taller as R and S. So T is not as taller as R and S. So that is also correct. R is the only short to one person. So R is only short to one person. It means R is the second taller person. Second tallest. So P would be the tallest. R would be the second tallest. Among U and U is shortest among all. So U is shortest among all. So therefore U has to be at the last. So therefore by statement 1 we can able to answer that. See here. So there are only 2 persons who are taller to S. So statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Let's check out the statement 2 now. T is taller to V and U. So see here, friends. T is taller to V and U. So T is taller to V and U. V and U. Okay. But not as taller as R and S. So T cannot be, let me write it properly here. T is taller to V and U. Okay. But not as much as R and S. So T cannot be as height as R and S. Okay, R and S. Okay. Q is taller to Q. Sorry, Q is taller to T. So Q is taller to T. What does this mean? Q is taller to T means what? Q would be taller than T. So Q would be taller than T. So, but not, Q would be taller to T and V. So see here, friends. Q would be taller to T and V. Q can be taller than T and V. Okay, Q can be even more than R and S, but then Q has to be taller than T and V, but not as much as S and R. So see here, friends, Q is not taller than S and R. So therefore Q has to be below S and R. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is one more person. That is why we have to keep it on hold. Okay. So P is tallest among all. So P is tallest among all. So P is the tallest. So P is tallest. V is only taller to U. So V is only taller to U. V is taller to only U. So see here, friends. P is the tallest. So R and S can be here, but we don't know who is taller to S. Whether R is taller or S is taller, we don't know. So but then after that Q, then T, then V, then U. So here we need to find out how many persons are taller to S. So if R is taller to S, then I can certainly say that there are 2 persons who are taller to S. If R is shorter to S, then I can certainly say that there is only 1 person who is taller to S. So but then we don't know, R and S can be here, R and S can be at this place. So that is why we cannot come to a conclusion how many persons are taller to S. So that is why statement 2 is absolutely wrong in this case. So therefore statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. That is nothing but option A. So if the data in statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, well, the data in statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. I hope you got it. So this is all, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day ahead. Practice well so that you can do well in the actual exam. So before ending up this session, I request you to subscribe to our channel, like the video, share the video with your friends, and if you have any doubts, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day ahead.